I've just melded in now. It's just happened really fast. Yeah,
this is like
if they watched the last episode, you're in it.
Esteban,
Sorry.
totally the one day where everyone was wearing sunglasses except me, and he's just like, we're just not going to talk about it. I was like, I feel like we should talk about that, but yes,
it was so awkward. All right, we're so excited to have you here today, Laine Palm from Laine Palm Planning and Design. We've had the distinct pleasure of working together many times at ARIA. It was so much fun. I think about it all the time, actually. I'm like, God, I miss those days. Mm-hmm. Laine Palm, I actually haven't seen you on an event in so long, and I do miss you. So thanks for being here. First question, how'd you get into the mess of events that you're in now?
Mess. I also feel like before we do that, we should address why kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And
I've just melded in now. It's just happened really fast. Yeah,
this is like
if they watched the last episode, you're in it.
Esteban,
Sorry.
Totally the one day where everyone was wearing sunglasses except me, and he's just like, we're just not going to talk about it. I was like, I feel like we should talk about that, but yes,
it was so awkward. Okay, Castina's joining us because she's fun and
she didn't want to leave. She was just here.
Yeah, you're part of the space now. But no, you got insights in planning and stuff like that too. So I think it's awesome to just
I also think secretly this is Esteban's idea. I think he might be trying to find other co-hosts rather than me that don't treat him like shit.
Yeah. Well, we know we got a backup now.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm gonna audition
don't treat me like shit. Yeah, cut to the clip, dude. No, just kidding. Cut to the reel
of me clowning on Esteban.
She does clown on me about once per episode.
That would be really
It's become a thing.
Can we vote for that reel? That exists?
I cut it out of the last one. I had to.
That's so rude.
It was rude of you. You should have saw the face that you were making. It was not appropriate for our audience.
I told you my face was loud in that last one.
Yeah, there was lots of moments, but in different capacities. But yeah, thanks for both being here.
We're so happy to be here.
Yeah. So obviously we're going to have like a planning meeting.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I was like,
no, not at
Outside of my business hours.
Yeah, 59 p.m.
Yeah. So yeah, how did you get into events?
Well, we all know lovely Janae Saltzman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fun story that.
You got to say where she's from, though, so people that don't know.
Janae Saltzman from the Whim. Actually, I went to high school with Elliot, and he was really good friends with my twin brother. And so Alex, my twin, was in Elliot's wedding, Elliot and Janae's wedding. And so met Janae, and we'd just hang out. And then she asked me to assist with her through her company, Blush and Whim. So she taught me a few things.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just learned to love it in terms of just like being on site. Felt like a badass for some reason. I was just like, I'm really good at like moving quick and thinking through things and like the whole like social aspect of it and like meeting new people. And so I worked with her for a little while, and then I had a full-time job at a marketing agency, and it was project management, account management. So I had really boring clients that I was like, I can't continue to work with these people. I didn't like my boss at the time, and had always just wanted to work for myself. And so the wedding planning, I was like, I can do this. And I can, I started to design and build websites. Oh, cool. And my kind of first clients, because I was super cheap, were wedding vendors. So it was like Studio C Floral, Heather Traxel, Lilia Flower Boutique.
Cool.
I didn't know that about.
Yeah, so I did some of their branding and then did their websites. And like Liz from Lilia, she and I did trade for her website. I did her website. She did my wedding flowers. I paid her for the flowers because they are expensive. But like, so that's kind of how I got involved, and then just started coming into networking. And then like literally through Christy from Studio C Floral and Liz, like they would bring me on to weddings. And so that just kind of transitioned into just more events.
When did you start Laine Palm Planning?
October 2016.
Okay.
So 9 years.
Cool.
This year's 9 years.
So I met you at like 2-year mark.
You might have met. Oh yeah.
I think at like 2018 at Aria.
Is that when you started working?
At Aria? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's the first run in with LP.
Room flips. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
like Aria was. I'm sure you've had this conversation.
We just talked about it.
But like how wonderful, like the staff, number one, the space, and just how everybody could be creative and just do new things. And like you guys, what's crazy to think about, that was, I was 30 when I started my business. Like, even though when you're younger, like 30 feels old, but like we were only 30.
Babies.
We were kind of babies running the show.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier, of like the things that we would let people do or like let them get away with that now we'd be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would never do that. Never again. Like,
The fact that you're like running a venue and
Right.
like
at the very least, I'd get insurance. I don't know. like I never used to require insurance for any, or like not follow through on it, whatever. But yeah, it's so different. It's so different once you like know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, but we had so much fun. And, right. We all have those people where like we just work so well with them. They're so fun. We're energized by them. And like, you want to be at Aria more because of who is there. You want to be at the Whim because of who is there. Like you want to work with certain catering companies because of who's there, right? Those are our coworkers.
Yeah.
And like,
We're like Saturday soldiers, like
yeah.
every Saturday. If you don't like the people, it's like, I think we talked about this on a former one, which was like, they're not my friends because, or they don't work with me because they're my friends. They're my friends because we work together and because I like working with them and they make me look good and like,
Yep.
you
That
know.
was like verbatim, actually.
Yeah.
You did a good
job.
Love myself.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
well, and like we're in these moments of vulnerability in regards to like, I'm here to show up for my client. And like, if I make a mistake, someone might catch me, or I have to kind of live in that mistake, and it affects my people.
Yeah.
And so you just want to show up for your people and like show them grace in moments that actually don't matter in the scheme of things and those types of things. So yeah, I mean, your team, Aria, was great.
Having
Not
like
my
a
team. Yeah, their team.
well,
Your team.
Oh, but
but we didn't even
learned
we've
from
never over at Aria.
yeah, we didn't cross over. It's just wild.
I had the best time in
Honestly,
our
you
planning
and Kelly,
meetings.
Yeah.
Those were so much fun. I would look forward to it. It's such a people business. Like I looked forward to meetings
Yeah. No, it's
because of the
real.
people that were part of them.
Yeah. It was
And
always
it could be a
exciting.
scary client, but it was like I knew somebody there who will advocate on our behalf
Advocate.
at least, and already prefaced probably most of it. Knew our drink menu as good as us. All the it was like
Didn't ask you for things that were completely out of pocket.
Yeah.
Like maybe a little out of pocket's fine, but like
you asked all the questions early on, and now you knew it, and it was just like. It was just like, here's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, awesome.
Which, right, like that's my job too, is to make your job, like every vendor's job, easier, which is a lot of work, but but at the same time, like it then allows you to kind of flourish and do your job a little bit better when you have someone that knows the ins and outs, and you're not reminding or telling somebody the same thing you said to 10 other people that day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like that's like an interesting thing I'd never really thought about, but like I like, because we think a lot about like taking care of our team, taking care of other vendors, right? But like what you're saying about like your job being making our jobs easier, like there are so many planners that don't get that,
Or don't
Not so
think
many,
that
but there
way.
are some that don't get that, and then those are the ones I don't like to work with because I'm like, oh, you make my life harder instead of easier, right? Like I'm very game with planners who come to the table with like crazy ideas and fun things or whatever, but if you do it and don't care about my time and energy or like how it works for our team, if you're only on the client side of things, like that's hard, really hard. So I think that's what's like great about people like you who do crazy creative cool things but also understand like this is how it affects other people too. So
Oh, man, absolutely. I mean, catering team, venue team, like that's where there's the most hands. And I want to make sure, I mean, like a D'Amico or a Chow Girls, it's like, I know you guys are going to help me achieve this look, vision, goal, whatever that looks like, but like you're in it too. And I need to make sure like I'm playing by your rules and not stepping on your toes, because like I care that my servers care. I care that the bartenders and the venue staff care. And like when they feel like they're part of the team, you're going to perform better. You're going to make an event way cooler because everyone's excited to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're all in on the vision and like care about what you're doing because they're excited. It's just so much more fun when that's the case, you know?
Yeah.
So
I got to add too, because like I think some planners get in the habit of kind of doing the same thing over and over again, even like floor plan wise.
never.
It was always fresh.
Always.
It was always different. And I mean, even up to the last one, I think you had one of the last weddings at Aria.
Yeah.
And we did the dinner on the stage.
Nita and Thomas. Oh my God. Yeah.
And that was just like, I was like blown away. You know, I was like, I've not really done this unless you're like seated at capacity and you needed to use the stage for seating.
Right.
But yeah, you did something like different again. It was cool to see it. Like, I mean, shit, being part of Aria, just seeing it reinvented 1.5 million times.
The amount of things that could be done.
It was so fun.
It was
like
kind of endless
because they're just like, wait a minute, I want this. I want to do this. I could do now that I know what I'm capable of and know what other people are capable of. Like, and see what, there's the possibilities. Like we don't have that at all.
Yeah.
How do you keep reinventing? Like, do you have like a thought process that you go through to like create something fresh that you like? You know what I mean? Do you find yourself ever in like a groove where you're like, fuck, I've done this 10 times?
Well, I think in order for me to continue to like my job.
Yeah, no, that's real.
I was
that's
yeah.
Tell us about liking your job. Tell us more.
It like number one, a reminder that like has really grounded me lately. That's really, really hard after doing this for so long. Is like this is their first time. It's their only time, and it's their family's only time. And in order for me to kind of give people that treatment over and over again, it does need to like intrigue me, and there has to be some aspects of new instead of me coming into someone's day and being like, I've done all this before, and like not getting excited for their day. And right, like it's not my job to get excited for the day, but because I'm sacrificing a lot of time to be there has to be that level of like, okay, this is cool, this is new for me. We stretched ourselves in a tiny way. We asked a vendor to do something we're not used to asking.
Is that part of your client booking, like accepting clients based off of their ideas? Do you take that into account? Like if it's something you've already kind of done, are you less like likely to take it, or would you?
No, I think a lot of people don't know what they want when they come to me. Sure. They have ideas, but it's my job to kind of gently remind them, like, we don't want to do the same thing. I don't want you. We're not going to copy and paste this.
Yep.
This is going to look a lot like another wedding, but like we're going to have these elements that are you or that are a little me. I think that there is a little bit of, unfortunately, ego in my job for me, is that like, I want my hand in it a little bit. It's your wedding. You have to approve everything. You're paying for everything. But at the same time, I want there to be like little moments that maybe push your safe boundaries, right? Like, again, they're spending a lot of money. A lot of people play it safe because like they don't want things to go wrong. So, right. What I don't love was when a client is like, oh, we saw this wedding, we like this. I'm like, okay, that's great. That was their wedding. That's not going to be your wedding. Right. When you get those inspiration photos or someone's like, I saw this wedding that you did, I really like this. I'm like, okay, but I'm not doing that again. We're going to, and you are not the same person. You don't have the same style, and you don't have the same money, and
you're not the same couple.
You're not the same couple at all. Yeah.
How do you get people to envision something that doesn't exist?
Yeah, that's real.
Because they're like, I like this. Okay, great. That exists on Pinterest. I'm trying to create something that doesn't exist for you. I mean, there's AI, but like, I'm sure there's you have to do a pitch of something that hasn't been done before. Yeah. And how do you pitch an idea that hasn't been done before?
Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
Clip art.
Clip art. God.
Clippy pops up. It looks like you're trying to plan a wedding.
It looks like you've done this floor plan before. Like,
I actually was thinking about Adam from Foes. His drawing is just like squares on a page, and it's like,
you're
you know what I mean?
"Dude, that means nothing.
Sometimes, and it's like, did you show the client that? I only give him shit, but because I love him. But
He's like, yeah, don't you see it?
no, and
Also because he delivers.
when I've worked for, and I'm like, what the hell is that even?
It's like, it makes perfect sense to me. I don't know.
I don't get it.
His brain works differently, and that's cool. But yeah.
Part of my job is to learn about different humans, and we work with so many different kinds. And the people that, a lot of times, the people that are coming to me are in like, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're engineers, and their brains are so different from mine.
Yeah.
And so I've been able to really like, there's no, from my perspective, there's no like one process that works for everybody, right? Everybody communicates differently. Everybody understands things differently. Everybody processes cues, visuals, all that differently. So what I am understanding is that the way, like, I am a visualizer. Like, I see everything as I'm talking about it. Right. But we've also like, we've been to a space and we can do that. Like that's that's our job.
You kind of have to be a little bit.
You have to be. Yeah. So for me, I can take people's inspiration. I also like, not to downplay our job, but like, I'm not recreating the wheel. Like I'm not doing anything. I'm not building anything from scratch, right? Like I'm taking materials and goods that we already have in our industry and repurposing it the way that other people have repurposed it differently. So for me, it's like, it is those visual, like I love floor plans, talk dirty to me all day long. And then like, we've got linen swatches, we've got florals, we've got different things and just like all those different visuals. I create like, for me, in terms of trying to sell a vision, it's like, I put together, some planners think I'm crazy, but like I put together like a 45-page deck.
Yeah, that's enough.
Damn.
Yeah, that's. I hit page like 9 and 10, and I'm like, I think we're good.
What?
Yeah,
I might need to see one of these.
Yeah, I want to see one of these for sure.
So I really detail it out.
I just feel like this is like Laine's like big dick moment where she's like, bam, like throws it on the table.
No, now I'm just self-conscious. I'm like, should I not put in that much work?
It's amazing.
But if you have that many slides, I'm sure you probably hand it over and you're like, any questions?
Like so many.
So many. I was
Oh, really? I was like, no, it's just done.
I'm sure
This is
there's
planned.
For
What are you
me,
talking
I'm
about?
just like, this is the best way I know how to show you everything that I'm talking to you about. Like, and I put in like the sizes, the quantities, all that stuff too. So that deck goes to my florist,
Right.
so that my florist can then create the proposal. That goes to my catering team, so my catering team knows what our inspiration is for the food.
Yep.
That goes to Jilly Laine,
Right. Yeah. And that just,
every time.
Yeah.
So that she understands the overall vision, so that as we're working to create something, I've started with that foundation, and that can ebb and flow and change. But then too, like I can go to my clients and be like, this is your whole wedding.
Right. No, for sure. If
that's
you're putting in quantities and you're checking probably like linen orders and like, you know.
Yes, but it changed. Like, right?
Sure.
That stuff changes. It's all based on this guesstimate of a guest count and how these things are going to go. And it's overwhelming for my clients, so I give them some time to like download before we talk about it. If I get it done in time, right? And then
I feel like you've sent me them.
I have.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, Laine, what the hell does this weird bar thing look like? And no answer, just a dot. No, just
Like,
but you're like, check out this thing.
Here's the
whatever.
mock-up.
And I got to scroll like 32 pages.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
You're going to need an index at the front, be like, it's food.
No, but what I'm saying is actually, I was always like, what the, like, I could gain so much more knowledge about what else is going on that I didn't have any clue on.
I just think
Florals
that's
and
really
decor.
cool.
I actually loved it because I learned a lot just by looking at it. And like, I'd hear somebody describe something, and then I'd like be in the meetings that we would do, like the 60, 30, 10, and not know what the hell you were talking about.
Right.
And then you were like, here's the thing. And then I'd be like, oh shit, it all makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times you walk into that day as a venue person with like some idea of some things, but like a lot of it's very opaque still. And honestly, I think that would be dope. Like it also because, especially like just knowing like the creative kind of things that you do, it like brings that enthusiasm level up a little bit. Like it's not just like, oh, okay, we're gonna go do a wedding today. It's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see that thing, you know, or that cool floral or whatever it is, you know?
When it's like, right, it's I'm here to make jobs easier for my team and my vendors.
Yeah.
And you can do your best work if I'm like, here is literally everything. How can you add your twist on it? I'm going to give you my inspiration. I'm going to show you where it's going to live. And then you can kind of come to me because like I need people to be creative too.
I like that collaboration that you're bringing out in people.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what, you know, our philosophy for Star Awards has
I
always
was literally
been.
going to
It's
say,
like,
it feels like Star Wars
you
where
want-
you're like, here's the framework, or like, here's like the theme and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then bringing the vendors in and being like, tell me what you would do with this, you know, and seeing like what the best thing they bring to the table is. And like, I think that's a really interesting way to do it rather than having it being like top down direction, but like more of a like, you know, elevated, bringing everybody to the table.
And I think not to toot my own horn, but like I think this year a lot of really positive feedback that's meant a lot to me is that my vendor teams feel like we're collaborating. They're not being told exactly what to do. I'm not demanding them like,
Yeah.
you know, all these things because again, it does like it allows people to do what they love to do.
Right.
I mean, it's even when it comes to food, it's like, okay, cool. We have some extra dollars here. What would you do for this appetizer station? They're like, we're going to do a really sexy burrata,
Right.
beautiful tomato like fountain and like make that cool. Like,
Sold.
well, and every vendor has ideas that they think about all the time. It's been,
They're all creatives. We're all like in this industry, even when you're not doing like the most creative things in the world. Like we're all people who are creative and having that opportunity to like flex those muscles and be given a little bit of not carte blanche, but like a little like leeway on like, you know what I think would be super cool. Like I don't think that
Let us cook.
it's when we,
Let us
it's
cook.
when we do our best work.
real. That's
is.
very cool. Do you feel like as you've like your reputation has grown and your like portfolio has grown, that your clients self-select a little bit more with people who vibe with like your style? And like I feel like that's like what I'm always amazed is like that you have people who are adventurous like that, you know, but I feel like as you've grown that portfolio, it must like help to bring in the right people too, right?
Yeah. I think what I've really learned that I love is that I think the best weddings come from clients who want to collaborate. They don't want to be told what to do, but they have a vision too. And that's where like Nita and Thomas, like they are out of California. He's in men's fashion. I sadly don't know what she does, but like her family owns Sebastian Joe's. Like she's just really talented as well. So she would come to me and we'd be like, okay, what are some different ways we can make this work? Because they do want to be adventurous a little bit. They don't want to do the same thing. They've been to plenty of weddings. They want to create an overall experience.
Is that an Aria wedding?
Nita, that was the
Yeah,
stage.
on the stage.
Okay, I was like, the Sebastian Joe. I was like, that's a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
That she referenced like 2 minutes ago.
No, I know. But I don't know them by the name
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Like I know them by the last names usually.
Yeah.
I get to know their first names during the whole thing, but then I have 20
Yeah.
other clients that month. So it's like,
Yeah, I love like my clients. A lot of my clients come from out of state. Like they're from, like one of them's from here, but they live out of state and they want to do something interesting. And what's been really fun is they have access to things we don't have access to. So like having to look for something via a different route or having to like bring something in like is really good for me to try new things. And
you mean like the core and stuff from a different area or something, or what do you mean?
I mean, for her, like, let's use her for example, is that, you know, in LA, there's a million production companies that can build anything custom.
Yeah.
And it's not $1 million because there's
more.
so many options.
Yeah.
And so like, as we are looking at like draping that space and doing some lighting in that space, we struggled with the draping because that was 2000.
Yeah, it was not as
not as common as draping is now. And even now, like there's 2 companies that do it, you know,
and like draping for a while was very big, but this was like a long time ago. It was a different style of draping and everything. And like Avant Decor, I feel like, is the last people that we had that did like dedicated draping, and they did amazing stuff. And now there's only a couple companies that will add it on as like a.
And the ones like at the time is like it was really expensive to do it because so few people did it.
Are we talking ceiling draping or?
Remember, we were going to drape the entire we were going to drape the whole space.
Okay, yeah.
And then we were going to actually drape the roof, not the roof, but the ceiling.
Yeah.
But then, like, as we narrowed it down, we ended up doing some draping, but just like things like that has to kind of push you a little bit. And
Other markets have like more of those resources than we do here.
Yeah. And two, for me, I'm just like, okay, so you like color. Can we try this linen from this company that doesn't exist here, but exists here, and we can get it shipped in, and like simple things like that, right? Like I said, just in order for a wedding to feel like exciting and fresh for me too, it has to be like, let's shake it up. Let's not do an ivory linen. Let's not have blush in our color palette. Let's try something. And like when I get those clients are so much they're so much fucking fun, and they just don't want the same experience as everybody else. They don't want the same wedding.
I feel like too, like the thing that I've found interesting, just like seeing them from like the sidelines, is that they're all different, and not just from other planners, but they're different from each. Like even if there's some planners who do like a lot of color, but then you did that beautiful one recently that was just featured in Vogue Australia. That was like beautiful lace, and like it was a lot more like muted, and it wouldn't be like the first like Laine Palm wedding that I would think of if I was thinking of one, but it was still so unique and so different, and like even though it still had a lot of like white and lace and stuff, it was done in such a like unique, interesting way. So that's like that, just from the sidelines, the thing that I think is interesting. It's like they're not just individualized from other planners, but within your portfolio as well.
I mean, I think that's something really special to be said of like, if you can't tell which wedding is mine, it almost is like saying, because everyone is so individualized. Like if there's no like Laine Palm style, if you really think about that, like that's impressive. That means you're the chameleon of like whatever comes to you. And you're a Gemini, so it makes sense.
Well, I mean, right now, like I'm in a 5 wedding streak. Yeah. We've learned lessons.
We love the fall.
But like, and I suck at making reels. I just like, I don't do a good job of it. But like the reel that I would make over and over and over again is like, every single wedding is different. Like shots from every single wedding that like they're all intentionally done, but they're all different. All 5 weddings, not the same color palette, not the same similar floor plan, not the same materials, maybe some similar vendors, because we love our vendors. Yeah. But like they're also different because they're all different couples. And they should not like, there should be no, like my design decks are never like copy. Like paste, I don't like copy paste. It's like I spend time looking at color palettes and looking at what these couples like, and
I used to love the floor plans you used to send me.
Because like are so fun.
Most planners don't do a floor plan on their own before they meet with the venue. Like you had the stuff, you made a floor plan. It was like a little jank, but
it was.
But I made it look good.
I mean, you always have to check to make sure that they actually work within the bounds of like.
And I'm like, Laine,
take this. Oh, absolutely.
This is only 6 feet here. I need 10.
Yeah, I did that this, one time and didn't check it because I thought they had like used a software.
Oh shit! You're just like, I'll take this as gold.
I was like, I don't think it was me. But it was at one of my venues, and someone was like, oh, it was done in, I don't know, one of the softwares that used to.
IL Planner.
Social tables. It was. Yeah. And I was like, when we actually were executing, I was like, the dimensions are not correct on this. Like, that is not possible.
I do it preliminary, and then I go to the venue. I'm like, you need to check my work.
That's how you should do it.
What I say is not gold.
That is how you should do it. Speak to the audience here. You need to have them double check it. Because even if you think you have the dimensions, like sometimes people don't think about like that pillar there or whatever.
Exactly. That pillar or the flow of traffic actually ends up going this way because of XYZ. Yeah.
That was cool. Just start BCCing me on those design decks. I want to look at them.
Yeah.
So.
You'd be like, it won't load. There's too many.
It won't load on her computer because there's too many tabs.
I send links because like the PDF itself is like
larger. Yeah, no, you have to.
You
just send Canva.
I just have like a lot of emotional support tabs. Don't judge me.
So many.
I should ask my past clients, is it did I deliver too much? Because I used to do a mastermind with Krista from Devasco's and Rochelle from Style Architects, and we were talking about that, and they were just like, "Why do you do that?" I'm just like, "I need it."
Yeah, I
Because
think
too, if I
I
die,
need it, yeah.
honestly, too, if I die, someone take my design deck and execute this wedding.
Yeah.
The shit's all there.
Yeah.
it does make sense though, understanding it from that perspective,
that,
and that it's a preliminary, thing for other vendors to build off of. I do think that makes perfect sense. Initially I was like, well, what the fuck? But
But I'll pull in, if Genevieve or Emma send me their floral decks, I'll pull their stuff in there.
No,
So
I
it
feel like
lives in there. And it's a living, breathing document that too, has saved me. And if I'm not able to be at a wedding, it's here are all the details, team.
Right.
yeah,
It's literally all there.
that's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
I aim for no questions on my 9-page event order.
Well, see, but I don't write
Yeah.
9-page event orders.
I love my
Just
event
27 page.
No,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think, okay, so this is an interesting thing that we might have talked about this at some point. And I think that as the industry flourishes, and this is more true on the coast, and hopefully it's becoming more true here, which is the diversification of people's specialities, right? So the idea that there are people who are event planners and there are people who are design do your design.
And then production people.
Yeah, and there's people who do both. There's people who can do all of it, and there's some people who are better at one than the other. Is that a direction that you could see yourself going in someday, where you're I'm just going to do design and someone else is going to do logistics, or do you like both of them?
I like both of them because they all tie in. The floor plan is the flow of the event, which is the design, which is how food moves throughout the space, which is how our band and their overall setup. I think, God, I wish I was I just want to do design. And there's some people who can do it, but I think there's that way to simplify it for our couples and families to be I got you.
Yeah.
I'll take care of all of this. Does it come at a higher price point? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
As it should, though.
However, I am doing all of the logistics and the design and all the execution, and that just takes so much off of the client's plate. Yeah, I haven't dug into those differences in terms of, I think there's event producers and then there's the designers, right? Like David Stark. But to me, I feel like David Stark should be just doing design. His stuff is art over and over again. And that, when you're creating things at that level, you need time and space to live, to just do that, to give space for creativity. I'm not doing that. Maybe one day when I do, then I can kind of get into that realm. So I think it's fun to play with, but for now in this, in the Twin Cities.
Yeah. I mean, and it is a different market. It is a different market.
It's a different market.
We've got different budgets, all that. I also think it's a really good argument for your price point is if you were doing this on the East or the West Coast, this would be 4 people doing this job. And you're one person doing it.
There should be more.
So you should.
Yeah, right.
I would assume that might be the case, but we do our best, all of us, right? But you should be charging a premium because they're getting a more than a premium product. So
yeah,
that's my plug for your pricing.
Thank you.
So can I ask about the pricing a little bit?
Yeah.
We've never talked about pricing before.
Well, so you do something that I think is a little bit newer than what maybe most people know is the percentage based. So, what advantage? I mean, or whatever. I don't know. I'm just interested to know about the difference.
Yeah, very normal East Coast, West Coast, South.
That's okay. So it's common in other places.
Absolutely,
it's not been a thing here.
Nope. And really, Gretchen and Amy Zaroff have brought it in. I learned it and was encouraged by Gretchen to do it. It allows you to scale. It allows you to, and we're talking higher end events here, but a client that comes in with a 6-figure healthy budget, that budget could get out of hand. They could decide that they're now going to invite more people, or they want a larger band, they want to fly somebody in, and or now they want to flip the space for an after party, and that's going to take X, Y, and Z to do that. So it allows me to scale with the event without having to be like, I'm here's my hourly rate now at this certain time. So it allows me to not have that like nickel and dime conversation, and to, while still tracking hours is incredibly important as a small business. But it's then I'm not billing this client this. This is the expectation. There's a minimum set. So if someone comes to me and their budget is $100K and my minimum, should I talk dollars?
You can if you want,
if
whatever you're
you want,
comfortable with. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. My minimum was $14K or 12%. So like $14K is right.
Yeah.
Right.
What's 12%? What's 14K 12% of? I guess I don't know.
I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't.
I was like, I
need a
calculator. We'll have somebody fact check it.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, we don't need to do that live. Keep going. Alex is like absolutely fucking nuts.
But basically around 100K.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's whichever is greater. So if someone comes to me and they're like, our budget is 100K, it's like, okay, great. We're going to do all these things. And then again, like they then decide that they're going to add on, transportation for everybody. Well, that's more work on my end to organize that.
So as they add vendors, it increases cost, obviously.
It's a great way
and
to
then it scales up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes
And if it's a smaller wedding, then it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Fine too.
Yeah. I mean, and I've even done, I have like a percentage where I'm doing their design and event management. So I will, and this also kind of helps too in terms of, well, if you decide middle of planning, you want me to jump in on these other things. It's like, okay, great. This now falls under the percentage.
Yeah.
I'm not now charging you an extra flat fee for this. So it also like for me as a business owner, is that like I feel appropriately compensated for my work and my time. And it just like adds a level of like, I need to show up and I'm not taking advantage of your money. Like that's incredibly important.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's incredibly important. And I know that feels like very challenging for people to be like, well, what if you start to, run up my bill? It's like, I'm definitely not going to. I don't have this money. Like I'm here to kind of like educate you in terms of what all of this costs, what you're asking for. And if what you're asking for, if you're asking for extra bottles of, outside wine to be brought in, or you want this company to create something custom, that's a lot more work on my end. And you're asking to raise those dollars. When it comes to those pieces, my clients sign and pay everything directly to the vendor. Like none of that goes through me. So I also keep that incredibly clear. And of course, like if there's any discounts that I get, like my client gets that discount. I don't take kickbacks, none of that. So like I keep all of that very clear and transparent.
Yeah,
like there's no like hidden dollars. And then I give them that final spreadsheet and if I didn't do anything with your dress or your suit or your rings, like that's not included in there. It is literally everything I am in charge of.
So you tracked all the contracts then, and so you know exactly how much is paid, and then it's tracked like that?
Yeah. So as the planner, I get all the contracts, I review them.
Cool.
I log all of the payments, the invoices when they're due and all that stuff. So my project management tool tracks all of that stuff.
Nice.
I think this is really interesting because this is something that, I think that's a great methodology for keeping there from being a lot of scope creep, which is so hard.
What does that mean?
When it's like, we've assigned a contract for me to do X, Y, Z, but then like now you want to add on A, B, C, D.
Yeah,
Hey,
it becomes more.
I know that there are like 6 more pillars than what I said, but could you just come at like 10:30 instead of 11?
Yeah, and can you go pick up my linens now and like stuff like that, where it's not in the original scope of your agreement and not in your original compensation that you discussed, and now you have to go back and have an awkward conversation about like, well, yes, but I will charge.
Yes, but this will cost.
Right.
And then I don't have to have those conversations, and I'm more willing to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely, I'm going to go pick up those linens. Yeah.
Right.
12%? Absolutely, no problem.
Yeah. It removes a lot of that, and it's a harder conversation up front. It's a lot of education up front, but it avoids a lot of those other conversations in the back.
I like that. I think this is also really interesting when it comes to, I feel like this is something that I get on my high horse about, which is just in general, the use of the word wedding industrial complex. I will burn things down when people say that, because like 85% of the wedding industry is small business owners. And it's
they're all
overwhelmingly women-owned businesses. So go fuck yourself. There's no such thing. The wedding industrial complex is people's families, friends, and expectations and traditions. Like that is what it is. It's the things that you've made up in your head that are required of you. And there are no planners. I won't say no. There are very few planners out there that are pushing things on you that you don't actually need and that you don't actually want.
No.
Not in our market, at least.
No.
And I think
I don't want to do more work.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to push that on you. That means I should do more
Yeah.
work.
and what you were saying about like being like a good steward of their budget and their money and things, like I don't think people recognize how much of that people care about, like in the industry.
Oh my God, yeah.
I know there's probably people out there who are the opposite. We know there are people out there who are the opposite. Overwhelmingly in our market here, I don't think that's the case. For the most part, people here are very conservative and like thoughtful about people's budgets and like want to go above and beyond a lot of the time. And like,
You're not in this industry and you have made it past a pandemic if you still are in this industry, if you're out here for a money grab.
I mean, you're not in this industry to be a money grab in general most of the time.
And
And,
if
like-
you're making it long term, you like being here.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, so many people are small business. It is like that's our livelihood. That's how we pay our bills. And so much what happens too is like, if we're trying something new, we're asking a vendor to like, how much would this cost you to do?
Right.
Can you price this out for me? Which is really challenging. Like, right, they can do an estimate on the materials. They can do an estimate on the hours, but like they're not going to start doing these things until they've been booked for it. But right, our team or our clients need to see those dollars up front. So like, there's so many times where someone's like, "Oh man, I wish I would have charged more because that took so much longer."
Yeah,
like, and think
until
about
you've done it once, you don't know
exactly.
Yeah,
So like,
so many times
the amount of times we eat dollars or spend money on our client to like get these things to just happen. I mean,
and even not just
my
like
bookkeeper.
Right.
Sometimes it's not hard cash. It's like our time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the time that I'm giving away for free that people just like don't recognize. And like there's
And like we're giving away Saturdays.
We're giving away Saturdays,
away
the most social the most social day of the week for everybody.
like we're making your
we're
wedding
giving
happen
that
and
up,
skipping our cousin's wedding for you, you know, like or whoever's. Like absolutely. And I just think like that conversation, like the wedding industrial complex, just those words like makes my like I get like little like Arthur fists about it. Like I'm just like so angry when people say that. And like there was so much talk during COVID about that. There was a podcast that was done that like was talking about Zoom weddings, and like it was just this person who came on who she had pivoted into doing Zoom weddings and started talking about like how other different styles of weddings are like taking advantage of people and things like that. It's just like it's very irresponsible for other vendors to be talking about, in my opinion. But
other vendors don't necessarily know, like they don't know everything that goes into other people's jobs. I think like,
definitely not.
I can make quips all day about photographers, but like honestly, they work so much.
So
like
hard.
they're constant. Like if they don't have a wedding during the week, like just like we are planning for those weddings, they're calling, they're editing, they are doing engagement sessions, they're doing the family photos. Like that's not like, we just don't know how everybody does their actual job. And so just like,
and what goes into it and all of that.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of things in the industry I feel like I could do that thing. Like I would love doing that. Photography, not one of them.
Not one of them.
The fear that I feel about the idea, I mean, you guys,
We don't like to do weddings for that
I
exact
mean,
reason.
but it's like, just like, oh, I don't have a battery backup, you know, or like I don't have
battery
my-
backups, they're fucking strapped in.
That's like
They've
the
got
last thing you worry
shit
about.
to carry.
I mean,
If something goes wrong on that SD card and you
it's the SD card thing.
It's that cocktail
That
hour.
is scary.
You're gonna,
that
like,
is terrifying.
Oh, that's like the fear that I've seen in photographers
All
because
the
like
time.
just I'm like, oh,
Alex is like having a little PTSD moment back here.
Yeah, I did one wedding.
Yeah.
It was my sister's wedding, or sister-in-law, I guess. Yeah, I don't do weddings. It's
like,
not that I did bad or she hated it or we did anything wrong. It's just there was one thing that was like, can you get the ceremony? And I was like, yeah, I can get the ceremony. So I set up a camera in the back and had autofocus on. And when everybody stood up
Oh God.
for her to walk down the aisle and then sat back down, it never refocused back on him.
Oh no.
And I like spent hours trying to fix it, never could. So I made him another video of just the ceremony of just like, so basically they got 2 wedding videos for one.
Yeah.
Just to make up for.
Just
Yeah.
to make up for it.
Yeah. Just because I care so much.
Yeah.
But it's also like, yeah, this is why I don't do that, because
There's so much pressure.
So much on the
so
line.
much pressure.
I mean, this is the case with all events, and I feel like we've said this a million times here, but we don't get a do-over. Like,
don't.
Yeah.
and weddings is so much, the stakes are so much higher. Like,
Yeah.
it's even if it's your 3rd wedding,
If
you
you
still
don't-
want those images.
If
Like,
you don't like an electrician that worked on your house, then you
bring in another one.
Bring in another one.
get
You
it
can
fixed.
redo it. You can fix it. You can pick somebody else on the next project. This is one project. This is one day.
And you can't half-ass it.
Nope.
You can't. I mean, and when a
You can't be
vendor
sick, and you can't be. You know.
and when a vendor does, you're like, all right, well, I'm never working with you again.
Right.
Like I can't risk. I can't risk giving your name to anybody else knowing that this one didn't go well. Like I'm not going to be like, yes, please spend a couple grand on this.
and there's things that like are out of people's control that we can give each other grace for, but then there's also
Right.
like the half-assing or the like not being prepared or like not caring enough kind of thing.
We're showing up with like a bad attitude. Like, man, we're
all
all in this in like
cranky.
12 to 14 hours. Like, you want to work with the vendors that energize you and that show up excited because you
Yeah.
need each other for 12 to 14.
Yeah. I mean, and that's also really cool is like as a full planner, I pretty much get to like bring on my team that I know
trust. Yeah.
that I know is going to really enjoy working with each other, that I know the couple is going to like feel that energy and that like you get to talk to those people throughout the next year to like make sure everything goes well. And that's why it's like, oh, great. Esteban's on my team. We're great.
We don't need to worry about this.
No, we don't need to worry about because that takes like knowing these people can deliver so fucking good. Then you're like it literally makes my job easier.
Yeah.
I don't have to be on you to do what you're being paid to do.
Right.
I feel like we like the relationships that are formed in the industry are so intense, and because of those, it's like trial by fire sort of things.
Right.
Like, there's some
Absolutely.
planners that like I would like lay down my life for them because of like this one thing that they did one time that like saved my ass or like whatever it was. And it translates like into personal life stuff too, which obviously we all like hang out personally sometimes too. But you were saying something earlier about like mic advice that she'd given you. What was this about?
Yeah. Well, I officiated Brandon and Sarah's wedding at Machine Shop.
Sarah, who used to be director at Machine Shop, Sarah Johnson.
Yep.
And now of D'Amico.
Yeah. Well, I officiated, and then afterwards, because I forgot to hand the mic to them when they did their vows, and I just kept it. And she was like, "Remember next time to move it." I was like, "Oh my God, of course."
Oh, I don't remember.
You're
it,
nervous.
but that's-
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I was nervous because in front of all of
like
our
a lot of
friends.
industry
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember it because I cried my face off through
Yeah,
that whole
yeah,
ceremony.
yeah.
I just like bawled my face off. So I don't remember it at all. But we were talking a little bit too earlier about like being present and like what you do outside of work and like having a life. What do you do? Like I like enjoyed your response. We do a little survey and it's like, what do you do outside of work? And you're like, nothing, but
nothing.
which is what it feels like sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I like one day I realized I was like, I have barely any friends that are not work friends. Like I have some from high school, I have some from college, but most of them don't live here locally. And like, I was like, God, I only hang out with work people. I don't do anything but work.
Well, and the people who are not work friends, they stopped asking you to hang out a long time ago.
You can't work on
You're
Saturdays.
You
not
can't hang out on
available.
Saturdays.
Yes.
And then if you're available on a Saturday, you're like, who wants to hang out? They're like, we now have plans. I'm like, but I'm free.
But you don't understand. I'm free.
Or they just assume you're busy. You're like, I'm not.
Or there's a Sunday thing, and you are so dead to the world by Sunday. Come watch the game with us. I was like, I can't open my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I have a kid.
Right? Yeah.
So I gotta do that. But like I try to kind of separate life, work, and like home life. And so I have that studio, which has been a godsend because there's the days where I can just close my laptop and leave. And then like I literally get to leave work there.
Yeah.
But then there's, the days where the laptop comes home and I just continue working while I like make dinner, do bedtime, and then just keep working because that's just kind of what you have to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't even thought about this winter because I haven't had the time and space to be like, oh, I'm going to have weekends free. What do I do? What do I do?
Oh yeah, no idea. Yeah, no, I haven't made it that far. I get to October 24th, and then I don't know. The
read a book.
sunlight comes up, and I see light again.
Except not really, because there's no light.
Yeah,
Yes.
No, because
Dark
then
at
what we do
5.
is then we're like, okay, friends, should we plan a retreat or should we?
Oh yes, all of us just planning events for each other to hang out is just what we do.
What are we
all
gonna
winter.
do?
That's
I
very
mean,
true.
the perfect example, we are in a book club.
Yes.
And our first meeting, like how many business plans did we come up with in
we
our
came up,
first meeting?
yeah, we
Like
tried to have a
4.
book club, and it just became
We're like, well, we could do events like
We did a
just doing
trivia
events.
night, and then we did a trivia night
Yeah.
at Hollywood Theater.
Yeah, we planned a whole event fundraiser around some books that we liked. So we had the book club, and then had to create an event which had to become a fundraiser because we cannot be stopped.
Did you read any books?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we are
Okay.
burning through books.
What's give us one top one?
Listen.
Give us top one.
I mean, we all read.
So you didn't read any
was-
books.
yeah,
They
the
don't
trivia
know.
was
all
fourth
did
ring.
fourth
This is top one.
Yeah,
It's
top
the
one.
top book.
The fourth ring was
the
what
best
the trivia
one.
was, or not fourth
Give
ring.
us
I thought.
one.
The second.
Name
What's the second
one. Name a book.
Onyx Storm.
Onyx
no,
Storm.
Iron Flame. Onyx Storm.
Onyx Storm.
Oh yeah, of
Fantasy.
course.
We're just going to talk about fantasy novels
Yeah.
Horny.
I was gonna say, sexual
could've given you
fantasy?
Those names.
with plots,
I
baby.
mean, there's plots.
Fucking great
no,
plots.
tons of plots.
You guys are
Tons of
having
plots.
sexual book club?
Yeah.
Well, it's called
Dude.
romantasy.
She's like, yeah.
Yes.
Dude, everybody's reading those books.
Everybody's reading.
I'm not
You
reading
knew it
them,
was
but
good for you.
they're in my house.
When you said everybody,
I
You
mean,
knew it
literally,
was
my
good for
wife
you,
talks to
Esteban.
everybody.
Every man should
about
be
all
reading
those.
those.
Every
Okay.
man should be
All right.
There's
reading.
some things to be learned there.
are they audiobooks?
Yes.
Yes, I listen to all audiobooks.
they are.
Then I'm in.
There's some
Hey,
real
buddy.
good audio.
And on
Probably
Audible,
wanna
you
just
can do
read it.
clips and like save clips.
No, I want the audiobook blasting at the gas station.
On Audible, you can.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful at the gas station.
Yes. You have to just be careful.
Oh, there's a guy out there who posts videos and it's like very graphic stuff saying, and then he's just like at the gas station and you see some dude like be like, well,
Yeah, I definitely when I hit
really
like,
funny.
an intersection, I'm
I
like,
love that.
turn it down. And there was one time at my house, it was like when I first, because Cassina got me into them, and like,
Yes,
I think
as
she's been
she
the,
does,
yeah,
she does for
she has been the, the preacher of this for quite a while. But so I started listening to one, and it was like not that spicy. I was like, whatever. And I was listening to an audiobook, and at the time, my niece and her friend, so they were 18, lived at my house, and I was doing the dishes, and I just had it on, like listening to it without headphones on because it wasn't that spicy. And then all of a sudden it got very spicy, but my hands were all wet, and I was like, no! Oh my God. I was like trying to pause it with my nose. I was like, it's so loud right now and it's so dirty.
I just listen to my car and weep.
Yeah. Oh, my god.
Because some of it really hits you. And it's not all sex. There are some insane plots. And you get
And
really.
character building.
Sometimes I skip through
building.
the
Oh my
sex if I'm
God.
just like super into the plot. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I
need
get it,
this.
get it.
Honestly, Throne of Glass, there's like 2 sex scenes. It's so
I
disappointing.
know.
Okay,
I know.
okay.
Yeah.
It is.
I
It is 7
I take
books.
my question
7
back.
books.
7 books.
Throne of Glass is like the ultimate for me.
Ridiculous.
It's my favorite. It's
Can't
my
stop it
absolute
now.
favorite. I've re-listened to it.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm like, that question has been retracted.
Oh no, we're gonna
All right. Wait. I do have one
Oh
question.
my God.
Get it.
No, go ahead.
Have you read Poppy Wars?
No.
There you go. There's a book you guys should read.
I think I have it screenshot in my little album of books.
Okay.
If you like
don't-
those types of books, my wife loves that book.
Okay.
She loved the series. You should definitely read it.
Okay.
Heard.
I don't use TikTok for anything except like sending people random videos every once in a while, and I rarely ever go on there. But when I do go on there, it's like for book recommendations, and so all of my like saved videos on there are like book recommendations because then I'm like, I just need to get into something new. And I had a really hard time after Throne of Glass finding something new to listen to because that one is my favorite.
Really,
So-
I'm on my last 2. I say something so just inappropriate.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't drink, right? And so, but I have moments where I'm just like, oh my God, I really love a fucking drink right now. And I was having one of those days. I was walking around the Minneapolis Institute of Art And I just text Amanda. And I don't know like what I thought it would help at the time, but I was like, give me the dirtiest freaking book you have right now. So I
She's
can
like,
just-
got you.
She
Here you
did.
go.
She did. She fucking delivered. She's like, oh, you okay? I was like, I need a drink. I was like, but instead, I'm going to listen to some fantasy porn.
Yep.
It's like a different kind of release, you know?
It is.
All right. I feel like I understand you guys so much better.
Yeah. We're better people for it. We've all talked about this.
No.
Honestly,
I actually believe that.
Honestly, Fourth Wing, I texted you. I'm
That was
driving.
coming.
I'm driving on the coast in California by myself, listening to this book, literally weeping.
Oh, I cried
because
so much. Yeah.
I literally felt like my heart cracked open. Like you get so into these characters.
Yes.
That is the craziest shit.
That is my exact
Honestly,
story I give.
It released something
Yes.
in me,
Okay.
and I am.
All right, I gotta check it out
Same.
because like
we have the same. We have the same reaction.
Yeah.
it's
No,
like
I mean,
it cracked
it's real.
me back.
I'm a
open in
deeper,
way-
bigger
yes,
feeler now.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I had packed
Should
up
we-
a lot of stuff.
People, yeah.
Same.
People like hyperfixate on like the spicy, the slutty sort of like portions of it, but there's so much
3%.
That emotional side, you really like that shit.
really.
Yeah, it's the whole.
You
it's-
really like
like
the
that
emotional shit.
And I mean, there are a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
what I'm hearing. That's
female-driven characters.
Yeah, that's
so
what
it's
all,
like
they're
we're-
all female focused
female-
characters.
yeah, it's all
like,
female point of view.
main characters, and they're like heroic, right? And they're solving problems, which is like so much of our lives.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. No, yeah, no,
Realize the things we can't control, and seeing like people do it in like this amazing way, and these is really
Okay, the reality is we work all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And
you need that
reading
escape.
a book is an escape.
Yes, yes, I gotcha.
Listen, relax. We talk about.
I understood that.
talked about the Camelot fucking wheel for like 40 minutes the other day. So I'm going to talk about some sexy books. Shut up.
Music theory is sexy.
All right.
It's all right.
It is dead sexy. All right, I am gonna pivot though. We have limited amount of time. Let's
All
get
right,
rid-
fine,
okay.
fine.
I wanted to ask you about the Vogue thing. Can you talk? I don't know. It's cool. And then I have a follow-up question.
Well, my client, Erin Peterson, is cool as fuck. She and her partner, Chris, are photographers in LA. She has beautiful style. So she actually lived here. We worked together way back when I worked at a marketing agency, and we brought her on as a contract. And she reached out to me, and she's like, you're the only person I'm reaching out to. I want to do this wedding in like 6 months. And like, I think she's so, we've like been following each other on Instagram, and I think she's the coolest fucking person ever. She's so talented.
She does seem very cool.
She's very cool. She's so talented. Like, she is a photographer and a producer, and she, like, the visuals she can create are insane. And Chris is phenomenal too. So I felt incredibly honored to be asked. And so we worked together. Zaca Lake is this beautiful place in Los Olivos, California. So like you fly into Santa Barbara and you drive about 45 minutes. It's in these olive groves, but it was really, really dry. So it's this cute little kind of chic retreat area, which was like, when she sent me that, as weird as it sounds, I was like, this is what I've been working towards. This is like this type of venue, this space, like felt, I was like, ooh, this is me visually, or like what I like dream to be. And that was before like we even mapped out like her overall vision, just the space, right? Like we all have those kind of places. And I didn't think I was like, this is all perspective, whatever, but like I was like, I'm not cool enough to do this shit.
Yeah.
And so like felt really honored to do that and like to put in the work to do it. And she was really fun to work with. And she, because of what they do, she had like a spreadsheet of photographers, and she found Alana, and Alana will never see this, but like she didn't charge enough, of course. Like we were looking at people who were very fucking expensive. And then we looked at her, and then she was going to do film and then do 35 millimeter as well. It was like $6,500, you guys.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
but wildly talented. She hadn't done many weddings before, so that's like kind of why her pricing was that. I got like a few things I want to call out. Like it was very much a collaboration. Just like her giving me ideas and me figuring out how to execute, me like bringing in my knowledge of all that stuff. And it was honestly the hardest weekend of my year. I was exhausted. I busted my ass. Whitney came with me. Thank the gods for her. It was very much...
James?
Yeah. It was very much a moment of like, oh, this is almost too much responsibility, because all the guests had my phone number. I was the main contact for all of the vendors. I felt very like, oh my God.
Yeah. What have I done?
And I like, it was like 3 straight days of like 16+ hour days. Like I was like cleaning up the trash. I was like
you were like the venue person.
I was the venue person, and the venue was so sweet, but there were 3 of them, and then it was me and Whitney. And like things you had to think about out there is like no food, no drinks can be outside because bears come. And so like
we know about all about that.
So like the welcome party couldn't be like, I'll take care of this in the morning because I'm tired. It was nope, everything has to be cleared. And like every vendor like didn't know how to get onto the property. Like that was its own whole thing. We were like short on certain resources and stuff. So it was very, very challenging. And then like some photos got posted on Instagram, and then literally Australia Vogue, one of the editors reached out to Alana, the photographer, and was like, hey, we want to do that. Like we want to post some of these. So they reached out to Aaron, and Aaron did all the information. And man, talk about like a client that just, you're like, fuck, this is what I get to do. These are the type of people I get to work with. And like what she did for me was like, being in Vogue has always been a dream of hers. I never aimed that high. I was like, I'm from Minnesota. But she's like, I've always wanted my work in there. She's like, the fact that it's me and Chris, like the fact that it's this wedding that you and I worked on together, like I can't even believe that.
And in 6 months too.
In 6 months. And she like posted stuff about it too, is like she wrote really sweet things about me. And like that is, there's like it was quite an interesting, like it was very shocking to like see that happen. And at the same time know all like the challenges that came with it. And like,
that's cool. That's I don't know. I feel like sometimes it makes it worth more than
oh my God, I cried so much because I was just like, oh my God. But then you're like, is this worth it?
Oh yeah. In the moment.
Is this what I wanted?
I definitely have that moment at a lot of events where I'm just like, so these are the choices you've made.
Yeah.
What were we doing? Like, yeah. But that's awesome. To have that kind of payoff is really cool.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely like it helps. Yeah. It helps when the parts are when there's hard parts, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a super important thing for an event planner to like go after awards, like in the event space, to like be recognized in a certain way?
I think, good question. I
try.
I think it is. And at the same time, like we all have our own, I don't know how to, I think it's interesting. I think for me, like the awards I've won, what is the coolest thing about them is that they are voted on by our industry. Yeah. That's it. Right. Like that for me is the biggest fucking honor.
Yeah.
Is the fact that like the hard work that I put in and my honestly like really strong desire to like create teams for my teams to feel loved and to like enjoy the work that we do, which is really, really hard, to be recognized that like the work is not has not gone wasted, you know, like, and it's an honor to be recognized by that when you're just like, I'm a wedding planner in Minnesota. Like,
Right. Well, and then there's different kinds of awards, you know, because the awards you're talking about, the ones that I also care about are the ones, you know, because we
peers.
Our peers.
Yeah.
You know, Aaliyah the Star Awards, like we talk about it enough. That's the honor. It's like, okay, well, Wedding Wire sent me a badge because people sent me, you know, 5 good reviews. I'm like, thanks, but that doesn't mean anything to me because it's just handed out.
Yeah.
But so to answer your question, it's like, I don't know, it depends on the kind of award. Like, and I think some of the best vendors I know never even try for an award, actually.
And that's why I asked the question, is because I think people kind of go in 2 different directions, and I don't know if one's better. I'm just like, I just was intrigued by you.
Yeah.
You kind of touched on this earlier, and unless you have a follow up to that.
No, you go ahead. That was the follow up.
And you've mentioned it a few times, which is that you're sober, and that's like sort of a new-ish thing for you. Like, when did you start doing
2
that?
years.
Oh, 2 years.
It's 2 years ago, baby.
It was like
I
6
know.
months ago. That's crazy.
2 years. Yeah.
That's awesome. How does that impacted your work and like your life and all that kind of stuff?
I fucking fly. Like,
She cooks.
I do. I do. And like, I can only say that because like the changes that have happened in my life because of it. And like, I'm better at my job because of it. I take care of myself. And because of that, like I can show up better for other people. Right. Like the big thing we always think about is like, I'm going to be boring. And like I was for a little bit because my brain literally had to rewire itself. And so like to give myself that grace and then to kind of come in and be like, oh, wait, I can do really uncomfortable hard shit. And like, I might be really uncomfortable and it's going to be hard for me, but like nobody gives a shit.
Right.
None of you give a shit if I drink or not. No. And like, for me, it's just like allowed like a really stronger sense of like security in myself. And like, I know that the work that I'm doing is because like I'm doing the work. And so to like feel like I'm taking care of myself and to feel that confidence, I think that's where things flourish.
What's like if you gave it a percentage, like how much do you think it's like elevated your work?
100%.
Oh my God.
I mean, I just think like, I think along with it is right. Like alcohol wears on your body a lot. And like my job is I am on my feet. It's very, very, very physical. Yeah. Yep. And instead of like, you know, I also like, on Sundays when I don't have a wedding, like I have to show up and be a mom.
Yeah.
And if I'm drinking or if I'm drinking any night, like I can show up and be the best version of that. And like, my child is a mirror. And at the same time, like I want my child to see like a badass mom that feels confident enough not to drink and that can get up in the morning and take care of herself and take care of him without having to
love that
deal with any of that stuff. So, I mean, it's, I think the difference in my overall life and just like career work, because I have, honestly, like I have more self-love, I'll set more boundaries for myself in terms of my work, which allows me to do better work for my clients that I have.
I think something that gets it for me sometimes gets me thinking is how physical this job is and how much your body is like so important to what we do because we are on our feet. I mean, I slipped on water like 2 weeks ago at a restaurant and my knee's been hurting ever since. And the fear I have of like, no, I need this knee. Like I actually like, I need this for 20 more years to do my work that I love. And I don't know, it's just kind of the first thing. I guess I've taken it all for granted until recently. Yeah. So
talk to my 44-year-old niece. They're like, bitch, what are you doing?
Insoles, baby.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I mean,
knee support, back
this was
support.
The thing, like back in the day when people would come in to interview, specifically women, if they showed up in like super high stiletto heels to an interview, I'm just like, I don't know. Like it was just, it's not like I would discriminate based on that, but it would give me pause. Like, this isn't what we do here. You know, like you're not going to wear heels. This is not like standing around with a clipboard being cute. Like, we are very physical. We're going to be moving. Like,
We're going to lift a bunch of shit.
We're
We're going to get really sweaty.
It's going to be disgusting.
We look like rats at the end.
Yeah.
But if we look like rats, everything looks beautiful because it is the yin and the yang of this.
Yeah. The sweatiness. Oh, yeah.
Somebody's got to work hard so everything can be that pretty.
Yeah. So you can get that 12%.
Yeah.
14%. I don't remember.
I forget.
I did realize halfway through, I was like, 14%. 14,000 of $100,000. Okay, yeah. So I did the math in my head for a second. Was like, I think, okay, yeah.
Mondays are hard for us.
Yeah, math is hard for me every day.
Yeah, simple math, very hard.
Yeah.
I had a question for you, just about juggling clients' expectations, like the juggle of it, but also, has there been a time where you're like, you felt like you couldn't meet the expectation?
Oh, I mean, I'm my hardest critic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I mean, I kind of run on a baseline of like, I'm disappointing somebody somewhere every day.
Okay. So that's just like you just.
Yep.
Isn't that true?
Yes.
Yep.
All the time.
No, everyone hates me every day.
Every day.
And also,
I am,
like, if I'm killing it in work, then my house is in shambles. If I'm being a great friend, I'm doing terrible at work. Like, yeah.
But like, there is I was saying this to somebody the other day, but like, I feel really grateful that like vendors talk each other up, but sometimes we'll talk each other up in front of clients. And a lot of times venues will be like, oh, you're working with Laine, she's the best. And sometimes I don't want that because like, it is like right now is really busy for me.
Right.
And I've got 2026 clients who like also deserve my attention.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like I'm not showing up for them.
Right.
Because I need to make sure that these people are taken care of.
Yep.
And so like there'll be days, you know, weddings, whether people like we expect emails to be returned so quickly, we expect texts to be returned so quickly, but like in order for me to think through my job, to pay attention to the details, to communicate, to design something, I can't be responding to emails. I have to let emails go for a few days in order for me to actually accomplish the projects that you're paying me to do. My job is not my job is not just emails, and that actually holds me back from
Then you
doing
just
my
be an
job.
administrative assistant.
Yeah,
right?
and so like there is that anxiety of like, well, this email it's taken me a few days because like I need to focus on this, and then it's like then I have 3 days of events that I have to do, so I'm not on site. Like, and that's just the rhythm of it. So, yeah, I feel like I'm disappointing someone every day.
Well, and people like we had this today. People do not like you send an email on a Thursday. Literally, the worst day to send any of us an email is on a Thursday.
We had
because like
5 o'clock.
because you are very likely not going to get responded to,
And your
until
away
Tuesday.
message hasn't gone up yet.
Because it's like Thursday at 5:05, but
Right,
And
or
you're like,
4:45.
shoot, you don't know.
Right, that
But then when they send an email Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Sunday or Monday morning they send one that's like a general one to like every single person being, no one's getting back to me. I mean, come on now, simmer down.
But we like those. I mean, I'm even trying to figure out like when it comes to the way we communicate with our vendors too, and like those expectations. Like I've really had to like be like, when did I actually send this email?
Right.
Did I send it to you on a Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't expect for this to come back to me till Wednesday.
Right.
And if I really, really need it, I need to pick up the phone and call.
Yes, agreed. Agreed.
And like
let you know that this is like an emergency situation.
yeah, and like there's also like we are good friends with people, and we know they might be going through shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you this grace
5 to 6 days. On the 7th day, though, I gotta hi.
because I got a job to do.
Yeah.
I am not performing.
I want you to do this. I want you to give me a quote. I want to work with you.
I want to give you some money.
Can I give you money?
Yeah, let me give you money.
Just respond.
Yes. There's money on the other side of this.
There's like
email.
you're already contracted for this.
Yeah.
Now I do need you to like
do the thing.
some work for it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's how we are.
Yeah.
And we like, that's how people get.
Mediating that is so interesting. Like mediating the client's expectations with all the vendors. Because there have been plenty of times where I'm like, you know, I'm not making the connections. I'm just sending, here's my favorite list based on the budget conversation we had. And like, okay, here you go. And then they're like, well, these people haven't gotten back to me. And it's been like 4 days. Sometimes it's been 14 days. And I'm like, oh gosh, it's hard sometimes to be the mediator of like, I know these 3 florists didn't get back to you in 9 days, but
it's
they're
also
all
September 15th.
Yes. And I promise you they're creative and wonderful. They're not big enough places that have administrative assistants.
Yeah.
So it's hard to balance that I know they haven't got back to you. I do promise you they're good.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of like vendors going to bat for each other and being like, just, you have to be patient because of the time of year it is. And like,
And I do say that.
but there's
also like, yeah, but I'm here to work for you.
right. Yeah. Right. And there's 4 days and then there's 14 days.
Yeah,
like, those
exactly.
are 2 different like conversations for
But
sure.
we all have different priorities,
right.
right? Like I could let an email that like I haven't responded to because like I need to digest it before I can, like I need to take time with this email.
Yeah.
And for someone with ADHD, that is hard.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tackle these 3 weddings first because they are literally coming up, and then I'm just gonna put you on hold for a second. But we should acknowledge that.
Yeah.
But also like, we let emails drive. Everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the thing that's hard is for people to understand the proportionality of it. Like, you're not going to get a large proportion of my time and energy if your wedding is in like, you know, January of 2027 or something like that. Even though I understand like why you feel like you need that stuff right now, I know that you don't. And like the proportionality of their urgency versus like your time and how it's all divided is very
It's challenging, and right, like it's there. And I do say this on consultation calls is that like, here's the deal. This is your one wedding. You're going to think about this a lot more than I am because I have more than one wedding.
Yeah.
I don't say it like that. I don't know how I say it.
Sure.
But things that are going to stress you out, they're not going to stress me out at the same time.
Yep.
So you need to bring that up to me, and we can then reprioritize kind of what we're working on. Because again, like there's going to be things you think about that I'm not going to think about because I'm not in your family. I'm not in these weekend conversations.
Grandma didn't bring up this question that now freaked you out.
And like,
now we have to think about it.
we'll pull it all together, but like right now, certain things are not a priority because of the season that we're in.
Yeah. And rather than feeling like, oh, you're not doing your job or something, like tell me what it is and I'll explain to you why you don't need to do that right now, why it's not a big deal yet, like why it's not the time to talk about the wine a year and a half in advance because their wine list may change.
Your DJ is not going to remember you talking about any songs until you're maybe 30 days out.
Exactly.
And even that is a challenge.
Always.
And that doesn't mean you're not important. It just means
they're not ready to input your information yet.
and retain it and then be able to use it.
There's a general timeline that
And you're going to
makes
change
sense.
your mind twice about this.
I mean, until we're in the bracket where like people are spending $500,000, like, right? Like it's all dependent too on like the price point of the service of the client and what you are kind of prioritizing in that regard and what like you cost versus what other people cost. There's
it's a sliding scale of time and money and because it has to be because it's a job. We don't do this for funsies. Like it's fun sometimes and it's beautiful sometimes and we have a good time most of the time, but it's still a job.
But I'm also allowed to take breaks.
That too.
Right.
Absolutely. And not respond like
you have great away messages for when you're on a little break. They're fun to read. They're always lighthearted. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
This is an emergency.
Good.
Please call 911.
Yeah. Like a little wink, wink.
Yeah.
your
Like,
therapist.
Yeah. The amount of people that are like, I'm going to take that. I'm like, please do.
Please do.
Absolutely.
Let's all do it.
Yeah.
I love it.
How'd you come up with that? Just like,
Honestly, I wrote that so long ago. I think I was just trying to be snarky.
I was gonna say it's
And
totally
it-
like part of your personality.
It was, but like I always say, like, hi, love.
Yeah. I love. And then
Like the compliment sandwich. Like
This is an emergency. And she says, you can call or text, but just no promise of a response.
Right.
Long time ago.
Yeah. That's you kind of need that.
I hate getting a text from like a client about a thing because I mean back to your point of like I have so many details to figure out and like I like email. It's my to-do list. It's how I process. Like, I will send a text back that says, I'm going to screenshot this and email it to us so I can remember when I'm back at my computer with everything that has to do with your
I just say, hey, can you put this in an email for me? I won't remember this on a Sunday.
Oh, you just say that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Put it in an email.
Cassie, to write that down.
If you're going to take the time to write a text, you can put it in an email.
Because you can also email on your phone. Like,
Yeah. And this information will get lost.
It will get lost.
I mean, the number of times that I'm like, well, that was 74 emails ago, like, or text messages ago, you know, like it's been totally buried.
Text, I read and forget. Like emails,
it's a
I
yes
spend
or
time
no,
with.
but I mean, even anytime there's a like, hey, you want to hang out on this day? I'm like, I don't.
I'm like, literally send me a calendar invite or send me an email with date options because my brain cannot process
on this little screen. I have too much going on.
I think I have like 4 unread messages at any given time, and they're all like personal things where people are like, do you want to do this thing? And I'm like, I'm going to slide that over to make it unread, so I will come back to it when I'm at my computer and can look at it. And
Is that
forget to do
text or an email?
Text.
Okay, who are the humans that have like 200 unread texts?
Oh, not me.
Not me.
I was like, no.
I don't understand.
No.
I've seen it a few times with people that I know.
I wish I could
me
just
so
let
much
go.
anxiety.
I'm just like, I'm sorry.
I don't
Delete
do that,
them all.
but I have 10,726 unread emails.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. That stresses me out.
I have like 37 and that gives me anxiety.
I have to have.
It's just a lot of them
I
are
work
junk
towards inbox
bullshit.
zero.
Well, just delete them.
That is
how I start my day.
What do you have? What do you have?
I don't think you could see it.
No.
I have 676.
No.
Okay.
No.
Every
Unread
morning,
text messages?
my easy task is to delete my junk
conversation.
emails.
Yes.
No, I do that.
It's like while you're drinking your drink.
Yeah.
I love
lay
you.
in bed, I delete all my junk emails.
Doop.
Then when you get ready, when you get up there and get ready.
Oh, are
you're
we
like,
talking about
you know.
emails?
Yeah.
I
Well,
said
both.
emails.
But I also
way
have
worse.
started now, like if I'm drinking
10,000.
coffee and just
My
like
emails.
zoning out or whatever, going through and unsubscribing to things.
I do
need
that
to.
all the time, and I still have 10,000.
Yikes.
Okay, you need to delete that.
I need to
email
go. I
address.
like feel like I want to go through
It's
your phone
quad
and do it for
bro,
you.
yo. I can't.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Oh, mine doesn't even tell me. It's just like
Too many.
You know, you have to like
It's over 99.
like you continually keep selecting them and then delete them all. That's what I do.
I know.
I can't handle that. That would stress me out so bad. Like I actually had
used to
to
it.
change my settings on my
What
text.
is it? But like, what if a family member tries to email you? Will you ever
I see
read
it.
it?
Here's the thing. It's not that we don't see it. It's just
Thanks for vouching for us, dude.
if it's important, we'll see it. We'll respond. If it's not important,
It just gets
Don't
lost
even-
in the
Gets lost
shuffle.
forever.
and majority of the time, to be honest, like
And I'll remember, and then I'll text in a keyword.
See, that's the thing is I
And
won't
then I can find
remember
it in
I
2
would
seconds.
never. It's gone. It's gone.
I pin
It's
it
not-
to the top.
I mean, I mark it as unread,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we'll see if I get to it.
Yeah, no. It's I have to keep my inbox under 50 at all times because that's all you can see in like one window.
Oh yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, because
I've been starring. I star
I
the
star, it
like
doesn't
I need to
matter.
get back to
Doesn't do
this.
anything.
This
Doesn't
is
do anything,
important.
yeah.
Star it. 'cause
I do
need to pay
now
attention
also.
to it.
This is Castina taught me. This is snooze it, and like so I have it come back to me
Pause.
the next morning.
The boomerang, pause that inbox, baby.
Yeah, or like I'm like, oh, this
Get stuff
this
done.
isn't relevant to
Yeah.
me until next Tuesday, and then I'll snooze it till next Tuesday. That has been good for me.
Here's the thing, at least for me, this is just for me. The reasons, a lot of the times it's like, yes, I have to get back to it later, or it's like I see it, and you're asking me a question where I need to collect all the information.
Yeah.
And that's
Right,
gonna take
exactly.
way too much time for
Yeah.
one, or two. I'm in the middle of something that's more of a priority, and I just can't.
That's why we do need to like manage expectations in terms of like our response time. Like there are a lot of things where if I move too fast, I make a mistake all the time.
Absolutely.
Right.
Or
If
I forget all about it.
If I get some time to like process it, because a lot of the emails that I get are like, have you talked to this person? What do we do for here? I'm like, I gotta talk to 4 people
Yeah.
to get an answer to
That's not
respond to
respond to
this
this
email.
one.
Yep.
This takes time.
Right.
We'll chat later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
It would for me. It would just be having 607 unread text messages
No.
would make my brain just absolutely power down. I'd be
Oh, no.
like,
Someone sent me a screenshot. I'm like, I don't care what you just sent me. You have 206 unread messages.
Yeah.
Delete them all now. You're driving me insane.
I'd get nothing done because I'd be so defeated already. Like I'd start my day just being like, well, let's just.
I've failed. Yeah,
I read it and then we see if I respond.
Yeah.
What program do you use? You were saying you had some sort of like, you have a software system, your project management tool.
Aisle planner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you use?
I use
17 different things.
I use Airtable and just like Google stuff, and then I have automations that kick them between each other.
Zapier, Airtable, Dubsado.
I mean, I use Dubsado, but that's my contracts invoicing. Wait, why do you use all those things?
I've built it. I got really into Airtable because Justin at Enticing got me really into it, and so I've built like all of our stuff on it.
Do you love it?
I love it. I had to understand that I like the tinkering of it, and I
hate the tinkering. I don't have time. I don't have time to tinker.
I don't have time to tinker anymore. But in the beginning, I
had good systems in the beginning, but like they've kind of gone out the window mainly because like I'm doing full planning and design now. It's not like I feel like management coordination requires a lot of automation and or like
for the venue side of things it works
absolutely.
really well for that kind of stuff because a lot of it's just reminding people about things. I can't do any of that, and so if Cassie ever like gets hit by a bus, like we're done. Everything falls out the window because
I want to go back to a really random comment and thing that like I feel really sad about after Aria was done is the 90-60-30.
Yeah.
That's how everybody should do it.
Yeah, every venue with a liquor license or like doing anything.
Nobody does
building.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the one that's like, I need a 60 and a 30.
Oh, you mean like what we used to do at Aria? People don't do that anymore?
Nobody. I'm the one who's like, it's 60 days. We're meeting.
Right.
It's 30 days. We're meeting.
Yeah, we used to like tell people like 90 days for like some bar stuff.
Well, it would be like
talking
90
about it.
to start them thinking about it to have a 60-day meeting so we could get that 60-day payment.
Here's a menu.
And then that 30-day payment.
No one is strict like that.
No.
I'm like,
I couldn't do it.
What do you mean?
I couldn't
not do it. You couldn't not do it.
Yeah, I couldn't work in a venue and not do that.
I couldn't do that. I mean, obviously now I can't either. It's like it's 30 days meetings and 60-day meetings.
They just wait
for the 30-day meeting.
A lot of times.
Or I mean, they'd be like, hey, it's time for us to schedule our 45-minute meeting. Here's our calendar. We'll talk about bar. Fill out this document.
Oh, it's like they've tried.
You know how much I hate being told to fill out a form. Like, and I understand that other vendors. I get it. I get that we're making the forms. I understand. It's just like I just feel I have my assistant do it because I feel so bad for the client having to fill out the same form basically all the time. Because the first third of it is what's your name? Where is your venue?
I'm just like, can you just read the PDF I sent you in order for a lot to trigger this document to be sent? Just read what I sent you.
Yes.
Put this in your file.
Or can like the vendors do they have a coordinator planner? Yes or no? And then send a slightly different type of form. Like I don't need to ask them the redundant questions.
And I get it. I get why they exist.
I do. They're trying to organize their life and their systems and their processes. But
nearly
like
as busy as we were at Aria, and we still do it that way. So yeah.
I mean, I think there's something to be said about the higher
planners. Like right. What if you don't have a planner?
Right. I think it's a higher level service to not make people fill out a form.
Yeah.
I agree entirely.
I
agree.
I mean, there should be like
just have a meeting with me and you jot down my notes. Thank you.
It's so much better to be more personable.
Yeah. And I do think that when you get to a certain price point, like there's no excuse for not having it be a personal experience. Like if it's a budget venue or, a little bit more budget friendly, like that's I think okay. But if you're at a certain echelon where you're charging a certain amount of money, like there should be that more personal element. Otherwise, I know you're paying for the amenities and the things, blah, 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 but it's part of the experience.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a lonely-ass experience otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be able to
talking to a computer 24/7.
Well, it was like I said in the beginning, like our meetings, it was always fun.
Yeah.
And you get to know the client a little bit better and you understand why they want that certain thing or whatever.
And you can explain to them more face-to-face, like appropriately, like why XYZ won't work, but here's what we can do, like you can make real-time changes that make sense and not just like, nope, we don't do that thing.
I was going to say,
with COVID too, though, like we started minimizing, like, right, we transitioned everything to virtual and then we're like, how few meetings can I get?
Right.
Like there was something about that was like, I don't have to, I was doing so many meetings. Like, right? And we're just like, my time was just sucked by these meetings and then I wasn't able to blah, blah, blah. So it's like, how can I minimize? minimize the amount of meetings so I can.
Yeah. I still think
count.
that, like, having like a Google Meet or Zoom meeting still is personal enough in my opinion to like still qualify for that. Like, you don't have to like physically schlep everybody down there to have like an in-person thing, but just having that face-to-face contact and like talking through things as opposed to filling out a form. But so impersonal.
I mean, we've even like skipped the 30-day venue meetings in person, but what I realized it does, like for vendors, we're like, great, we can like wrap this up, but it eliminates the experience for our clients to just like do that final walkthrough. Because like, right, I don't need to do a walkthrough at the Whim or Urban Daisy or like I don't need to do that. I can.
You've been there. You've done
I can walk that place in my head, but it's like we've eliminated a lot of those experiences in general for our clients. Even like as a planner, I'm like, we can do this virtual, and they're like, but.
Yeah.
We want to touch things. We want to see things. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah. Right. This isn't a business transaction for you. This is your wedding.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and also I feel like then that's your opportunity to like make sure that all of the things that you think are happening are aligned with what they think is happening and like set expectations about certain things. I can see like not having that last walkthrough. There's things that they could be like, but I thought we were doing blah, blah, blah.
I think specifically at the venue, that's like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like virtual, if you can help it. It's you need it 3D. You need to
so
walk
interesting
it.
how many times like people walk in, like we've been planning this. I've done the design decks and they're like, oh, I've never seen this space. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You haven't been here before?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah. So me just being like, oh yeah, imagine the bookshelf, blah, blah, blah. And they're just like, I don't know.
Sure, what bookshelf?
Yeah. Oh, great. In the Instagram pics, I see it now.
Yeah.
I feel like just for like wrapping it up sake, like, what are your like goals? What are you like looking forward to or want to do? And what do you want to achieve in the next few years?
LP 2.0, what's up?
Next year's 10 years.
Oh, okay.
What are we doing?
I want to throw something cool. I've like been ideating on something, but like I have to put it into execution.
And that 45-page document out there. Yeah.
It'll be 72.
No, it won't, because it'll be like I want to bring these specific brains together to like come do something. So that I'm really excited about. I really like. I hope I do my follow through, which I will. But like I want to pay people what they're worth, and I can't really afford the party I want to throw.
Yeah. I don't think any of us can.
None of us can. I think next year, like, I feel good in terms of like the clients that I'm booking. I'm not going to do as many as I did this year, which is great, right? Yeah. I mean, I've like really taken care of my business in that way, where I've minimized the amount of events each year, and hopefully leave some room for some personal creativity. But I don't know. That sounds really awful. I'm like, I've got little things that I'm thinking through and working on, but the winter is when I start to be present and like make those into reality.
Regroup and refocus.
Yeah.
It's also really great to just be enjoying the moment that you're in right now. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
And to also just like celebrate wins and, we're our harshest critic, and like I can always be better. I can always do better, but like to also forever. Forever and ever, amen. Like there's no, and so I think just like I'm reminded to like be proud of where I am.
That's great.
10 yees is awesome.
Yeah, congratulations.
We're excited for the party.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Consider myself invited.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks, Laine.
Guys.
Thank you for watching the podcast. Hit the like and follow button to stay updated on our latest episode. If you have ideas of topics or guests you'd like us to interview, drop us a comment, and we'll see you next time.